So we got some rather unfortunate news. Hockey player Timur Faizutdinov died today. He was only 19 years old. So he is a hockey player for the Junior Hockey League. He was in a game Friday against, I might butcher his team's name, but Loco Yaroslav on Friday when a puck was hit from the neutral zone and hit him. He ended up collapsing on the ice, and the team doctors were able to come to his aid. He was taken to a hospital Friday, but they couldn't successfully save him, and he died today at age 19 years old. So before I say anything else, I just want to take a moment of silence. Thank you. And before I say anything else, I just want to say the writer of this was NBC Sports Associated Press. So you know what, Nate? Let me start off with this first, okay? First of all, I just want to say, may he rest in peace and condolences to his family and close friends. Hockey is one of the most dangerous sports there is, Nate. I'm gonna be real with you. I mean, the only two sports I can really think of that are probably more dangerous is probably MMA and boxing. That's about it. Because you're actually receiving blows to the head. But I haven't heard about a hockey death in a long time. But the fact that this just happened, it's something that's very sad. Honestly, 19 years old, it's way too young to die. He's younger than us. Me and you were in our 20s. So, I mean, it really is sad. It really is sad to hear about it, Nate. It's unfortunate they couldn't save his life. And I never really heard about somebody dying off of getting hit by a puck, because usually like the type of videos you see are like their throats are getting slashed off of the stick or off of the skate, but you never really hear about anybody dying off of a puck. And I just want to say we're not going to be putting there is a video out there. We're not going to be putting that video in our description because I just feel like that's disrespectful to put somebody's like death video in a YouTube video. If you guys want to go check that out, then go look for it. We're not going to tell you where to find it or whatever, because that's just disrespectful on us. But it's a very odd death, And the one thing about that hockey puck, Nate, is so small but it's so dense, and it hits you in the right spot, and something like this could happen, which is exactly what happened, and it's very unfortunate that he died, And again, only a 19-year-old kid. He was in the junior hockey league. Obviously, he had some promise as a hockey player. But it's just really unfortunate. And I want to say this too. So his team, Dynamo, they said that they are going to do a 1 minute silence for Faizutdinov. So I think that is very honorable of that team to be doing that for him. And I just want to say, and honestly, Nate, I just want to say condolences to his family and may he rest in peace.
Yeah, I'll take off from there. May he rest in peace. Condolences to his family. 19 years old is just so young. Um, yeah, man. I mean, you talk about MMA, boxing, wrestling, whatever sport you can come up with. Those are dangerous sports. Football, baseball is dangerous to a certain degree. Um, but nobody talks about hockey. I remember watching this hockey clip of this dude literally getting his throat slit. Let me tell you something, okay? Hockey players are very tough too, because that got his throat slit that I just mentioned, he actually came back the very next game and played like nothing ever happened. But unfortunately, things like this do happen very, very rarely. But they do happen, and it's unfortunate, And I really do think that with this in mind, I really think hockey and like the brands that they make with the helmets, I know they have like the guards on it, like the football helmets, but I think they really need to make it more secure and more protected because stuff like this continues to happen. I remember there was a hockey player. He's from Rhode Island. His name is like AJ Quetta, I think his name is. He's from Rhode Island. He actually had a severe injury. I think something happened to his spine or something like that.
Yeah, I heard
But
about that story.
hockey player. Yeah, hockey is
Yeah,
very, very,
is he like paralyzed now?
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well,
it's a very, very dangerous sport. So
I'll say this. I think we're thinking of two different guys with
well,
when it
I
comes.
know that. It's all coming to my point that hockey is a dangerous sport, and even though it's not as popular as the other sports, you got to keep that in mind. Especially if you're hockey players, be careful out there.
Right.
Very, very dangerous sport.
What I was saying was the two guys we're thinking of, those are two different guys. Because the one I'm thinking of actually died. He actually like bled out and died. The one you're thinking of, like you said, he came back and played. So it's two different guys. But yeah, but what you're saying, I absolutely agree. It is a deadly sport. I think it is. Besides the two, MMA, boxing, boxing I feel like has a lot more deaths than MMA, but hockey is definitely one of them.
Yeah,
hockey is definitely a sport like where every once in a while, unfortunately, like you get those serious, severe plays, and it ends up costing somebody their life, which is very unfortunate.
and I thought and I thought getting hit in the face by a baseball was very dangerous, which it is. I mean, it causes brain damage, it can cause destruction to your face. Hit, I've gotten hit in the face by a baseball, broke my nose, but it never killed me either. So to think that a hockey puck flying at whatever speed can hit you in the face and just kill you, like that's just that's crazy to think about. And I really think hockey, as a result, should really reinforce those helmets and make sure that something like this doesn't happen again. Because that's just really scary. Um, but yeah, man. With that being said, may Timor rest in peace. Condolences to his team, his coaches, his players, and of course his family.